Hanford contractor Washington Closure Hanford, or WCH, just passed a milestone unlike any other, depositing its 17 millionth ton of low-level waste at the massive Environmental Restoration Disposal Facility, or ERDF, on the Hanford Site. The question might be, how did they accomplish this feat? The numbers are staggering when it comes to the size and scope of ERDF. The massive landfill is the Department of Energy's largest disposal facility in the DOE complex, covering 107 acres at the base of the disposal trench, roughly the same area as 52 football fields, and currently has a capacity of 18 million tons.
It started in 1996 when they built ERDF, so the 17 million tons is since then. The reason why it's pretty important is ERDF is the kind of the hub of Hanford. All the buildings as they come down, all the waste sites as they get dug up, it all eventually ends up at ERDF. And so 17 million tons marks a lot of progress. Everything over the scale just demonstrates that we're doing work at ERDF. It's probably the best measure of progress that we have on the Hanford site. Each of those containers is 20 tons. And so if you do 17 million tons over the life of ERDF so far, that's 850,000 truckloads. And probably the average distance the truck drives is from here to the 100 areas or 300 areas, so probably 20 miles each way, so 40-mile round trip. And when you multiply that 850,000 times those miles, you get to be about 25.5 million miles. It's interesting because it's 250,000 miles to the moon. And so if you do the math there, we've driven to the moon 100 times.
That's not a surprise considering the size of Hanford at 564 square miles. The low-level waste consists mainly of soil contaminated by the effluent of Hanford's 9 plutonium production reactors, which operated from 1943 to 1987. Only Hanford waste material is disposed in the massive landfill. The disposal record is a measure of the tremendous amount of progress being made at the Hanford site. The majority of the disposed cleanup waste at ERDF comes from the 220 square mile river corridor, located along the banks of the Columbia River.
Well, you know, some of the people that are here have been here since the very beginning, way back in 1996. So they carry a lot of pride for being here for as long as they have and accomplishing what they've got. We've got probably 250 employers out here right now. Stoller is our subcontractor for doing disposal work. We self-perform the transportation, and I've never seen a team that works better.
ERDF also accepts hazardous materials such as mercury, asbestos, beryllium, chromium, and lead. To date, 250,000 tons have been treated on site before disposal in the landfill. Washington Closure Hanford is nearly 92% complete with their river corridor closure project, having finished field work in more than 177 square miles. The river corridor closure project has removed 321 out of 331 buildings and cleaned up 526 of 585 waste sites, ahead of schedule, with a cost savings of over $280 million.